of course, in the digital space and a digital future that we have right now is, of course, DApps are also coming in to the space of the cryptocurrencies. Now, there were apps, Facebook, um, YouTube. So what happens is now devs are taking over, but it is still far. It's still far into the future, and I just wanted to talk about that as well. That's the main topic, and one of the topics that I wanted to talk about is the devs, and I want to just go to the origins of the devs itself. Just share some knowledge on devs. Decentralized applications. Now there were application, application. It was just application when you have Facebook. Okay, is an application that can operate autonomously. Automated applications are typically through the use of smart contracts. Now, some of these smart contracts are held by Ethereum blockchain, and most of these smart contracts agreements take place on the Ethereum blockchain with other tokens being involved that runs on decentralized computer blockchain system, like traditional applications. Well, you know, though there's these decentralized application, they still have a long way to go, and them being still have a long way to go. Do you think they are susceptible to hacking? Do you think that they could be hacked? Do you think that there might be a solution, through these devs? Because when you have devs, it's sort of like you own your own data, and you sort of like you own your own Facebook. You don't have to have the central part for you to have when you send a message or when you send a money. And one of the first devs that has been implemented is Bitcoin itself, because it uses peer-to-peer transactions. You don't have to have the third part of it. So have you ever heard of any devs, or have you ever heard of the concept devs, or in your experience, Mr.
Look,
Crypto King?
it's not a new concept. It's been there for some years. It's been there for some years, especially in the crypto space. Um, we've seen applications as well, but of course, there's still also that loophole, or where they can still be hit hard by these hackers. Look, also, these hackers are more clever. They are intelligent somehow. They know how to play around the system.
Yeah,
As long as something is created, there's a human interaction. Somehow there is
yeah,
always gonna be a loophole. That's
the
where the
loophole.
problem is. But of course, look, we're still developing these applications, like debts, decentralized finance, and stuff. So
Mm,
we're still looking at solutions. We never
of course.
stop looking at solutions, one at a time, and at some point we might crack the codes.
No, that's powerful. And to add on about devs, this is some of the disadvantages that devs may have. Though the use of devs is still in the early stages, and thus it is experimental and prone to certain problems and unknowns. There are questions as to, sorry about it. Okay, so it just goes to the advantages. I don't know. Okay, there are questions as to whether the applications will be able to scale effectively, and particularly in the event that an app requires significant computations and overloads a network and causing network congestion. You know, those are some of the disadvantages. The ability to develop a user-friendly interface is another concern. Like Facebook, it's all set up for you. You know where your pictures, where to send a message, and all that stuff. Now, devs will have that kind of a problem. Make it user friendly kind of issue. They still gonna have to work on that. So devs is an early development, though it's not been implied. But though there are devs, there are companies that are deb debt friendly. You have Deb, it's a private company founded date, and most of these companies are are young companies. 2017 BCD diploma, a private company founded 2017. These are new tech companies that are making millionaires. 2015, 2019, Previka, small companies are,
Look,
you know,
before you go any further, since you are commenting about being the youngest companies, the new companies, the ecosystem, the world has changed. It's no longer like before, whereby someone will tell you that Facebook was started at 2004, and then it was listed on the exchange, on the stock exchange in 2012, and then it started making money 10 years later or something. Eh, the industry has changed altogether. We see projects being started today and start making money within the same year of starting. The next year or within the next 2 years or 3 years start making money. So especially in the blockchain space industry, the blockchain space, the projects start making money as soon as they get into the public, as they get into the community. So gone are those days when companies will be started. They tell you that Amazon started in which this year, and then it stayed online, started making money after 10 years or so. So those scenarios are fastly fading away.
of course, man. And DeFi, there's also another type of debt that is about decentralized finance. And also there is gaming debts, but we're gonna just focus on decentralized finance. And one of the decentralized finance debt application that is well known is Aave. Have you heard of Aave? Aave now allows you to borrow money, and also you can borrow people money. You can lend people money. This is the interface of the dev. Interesting thing to see. Of course, it has, you know okay, just want to show you. Okay, Binance being involved, you have these to borrow, deposit, total, borrowed. Now when you borrow money with this platform, you also get rewarded. There are interests that you get, but now this thing is a peer-to-peer. You don't need a central bank to control your transactions. If like you had to sell Ethereum for $1 million right now, it can happen. No one can ask you question. Like Paxful, if you send in, if you sell someone Ethereum for $1 million and someone pays for it, you're gonna get that money. No one is gonna question you. Say, oh no, the Ethereum price is supposed to be like that. But the decentralized application makes sure that you stay private with your own data on your own, and then you do your own thing, and then this Aave application also allows the freedom and flow that. But at the same time, although it says decentralized, but Aave is a central authority in a sense, digitally speaking. Aave is a central authorities, and it will come a time where, well, these like Meta and all these talk about decentralization, but in a way we are still under
Yeah,
a
look,
system, yeah, that
yeah, look.
requires us
When
to
talking
control.
when talking
Yeah.
about Aave, it's an interesting project, interesting indeed. I'm much involved with Aave because
Mm,
I invested on this project way in 2017, 2018. I remember bought the coins. They were land before. They were called land before they changed to Aave. I bought so many coins way back when they were still cheap, and a year ago it changed from land to Aave. I remember I made 20,000 US dollars from this project, from when I bought it cheap. I think I bought it way below 500 US dollars, but it changed to, yeah, to Aave, and I made a lot of money. I made 20,000 US dollars from this project.
mm,
And you can see it's still going very far, it's still going up, and looking at the solution that is providing. Of course, there will be some new solutions in this space that are coming up, but it's still a very interesting and attractive project in this space.
yeah. Of course, people are just moving away from apps, and apps having issues, of course, like this app here, well-known app, not the DAP, but a well-known app which is called TikTok. It's going around. There is some unsatisfactory. TikTok shares your data more than any other social media app. What's happening with these apps when they are facing these DApps? They have already planned. Like Facebook has built Meta. Microsoft has built its own metaverse. They call it Meta Microsoft. uh, Facebook calls it metaverse. So that way, yes, they repeat the word metaverse, and then Microsoft has Microsoft. But anyway, TikTok shares your data more than any other social media app, and it's unclear where it goes. Study says, goes on to say, these are some of, I can say, negative news that can come out about the present day apps that we are experiencing today. Two of your social media apps could be collecting a lot of data in you, and you might not like what one of them is doing with you. So these are some of the things that the devs are trying. These are some of the problems that devs they bring solutions to, because you can be able to not trust the medium or the middle partner or the middleman. In other words, you can just have your own deb with yourself without anyone corrupting it. But now these are some of the challenges that devs are trying to overcome. That's according to recent study published last month by mobile marketing company URL Genius, which found that YouTube and TikTok track users' personal data and more than any other social media apps. So